So many of you were asking, how did this weekend go in Idaho? You knew we were on a trip, meeting with donors, new partnerships, pastors, counselors, and it went better than we could have asked, thought, or imagined. We had ministry opportunities. One couple we got to sit down with over coffee. They want to get engaged. They are seriously dating and they're in their 20s. And she thankfully was raised in a great family. And she was like, we can't get married or engaged unless I know that you have found freedom and that we can start our marriage on a healthy track. We were there and it was so powerful to share with this young couple hope. How many of us that have the story wish we would have gotten help and the right perspective way before our marriage was shattered and broken and we were desperate. And so we got to do meetings like that this weekend. We met with people who had just first learned about our ministry and are now opening up doors. We probably have 8 meetings in these next 2 weeks with different pastors and lay leaders from churches all across America wanting to learn all about the his side and the her side and how these journals work together, which I love the bridge. Charity did that. And how they can understand how to help each other build safety and healthy communication. We met with also these counselors who are therapists, 18 years in the field working with specific people with this area. And they saw our coursework and they were like, stamp of approval. This is awesome. We want to use it in our practice, as well as get your name out there and refer other people to your courses and your groups. We now have 14 plus ambassadors learning how to facilitate this group. And we've created a course for them so they can be certified in knowing how to lead couples through this course. It was an incredible weekend. We also got to sit down with one of the leaders that has been walking with churches, and specifically he was Greg Laurie's right-hand man for 40 years, for those of you that know Harvest Church. And it was incredible for him to go, man, you guys, I see a lot of people with really good ideas, really good intentions, and this is phenomenal. I sat down with you guys a year ago and I didn't know what would happen, but today I'm seeing what your hard work and what your passion and what the Lord's hand is doing. There's no doubt in my mind that sky is the limit. We're at that tipping point of going, oh my gosh, this is about to blow up. The journal has been finished. We're helping couples understand how to build emotional connection, how to regulate their emotions, how to respond in a way that is helpful. We're building Connect Deck, which finally just got done, helping couples renew and redeem their date night with questions that aren't triggering and helps them restore a date night to have further connection. There is so much that God is doing. We finally feel like everything that we raised, $97,000 last year, is coming to fruition, and sky is the limit. It feels like for so long we've been sharing about this ministry and this vision conceptually, almost like Steve Jobs trying to explain Apple in his garage, and everyone's like, music streaming, I don't get it. Everything's on a floppy disk or a CD drive. What do you mean you can listen to it without actually having it? And now couples are like, whoa, I get it. Leaders are like, whoa, I get it. We had board members this weekend be like, you guys, this is no longer rinky-dink. Like, this is happening. This is big time. And we feel it. Churches, leaders, pastors, counselors, therapists, they're all like, let's get on board. Charity and I not only have those meetings with people from this weekend, but now we're reaching out to churches across the nation that are going, hey, we already believe in recovery. And we're going, hey, we see it. You guys love recovery. You get it. What do you have for couples? And you know what they keep saying? Nothing. Let's book a Zoom. Let's book a meeting. We also formed our very first church partnership this week with a church in North Carolina with a couple who learned about us from our podcast and our social media platforms. They reached out to their church leadership. They saw the workbooks. They saw the content, and the pastors were like, yes, let's do it. We're getting on their apps and under their small groups tabs so that everybody in the church can learn about these resources. Thank you so much. Whether you have been a donor and you helped us raise those funds, maybe you were a prayer partner, maybe you were just an encourager, maybe you were a bystander that was like, I wonder what this is going to become. Well, guess what? God has humongous plans, and we are just getting started. Would you continue to pray for us? Would you please pray that God opens doors? Would you please pray that people have a heart for what we're doing and churches are going, man, my congregation needs this? Would you pray for wisdom? Pray for our volunteers. Pray for the 14 plus volunteers who are taking this into their churches and into their cities. Would you pray that we raise the funds? This is tip of the iceberg. This is all happening this next year, and we need the funds to build out these resources, to equip more people and give them hope. We are so grateful for you watching this video and for praying about how you can get involved. Thank you so much.